Hey guys, welcome back to Down the Stretch for another episode of Horses to Watch. This has been requested. Hope you guys had some luck over the weekend. So we're going to just get right into this. Remember to hit that like button, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. First up, we're going to look at Bobby Too Bad. Ran a brave race last time out, finishing second. Had an easy lead and then hit a brick wall in the stretch, but he bled in that event. Let's have a look at the race.
They're off. Perfect start. Sweet Burn just left behind. As they charge down the far side, Girlie the Butcher on the outside, overtaken by the favorite Bobby Too Bad, who goes to the 5 with a 2-length lead over Girlie the Butcher. Noble Sovereign tracking them in third. A gap of 5:06 to Bossy Girl, and Sweet Burn yet to recover. A half a mile to run. Into that turn they go. They're being led by a Bobby Too Bad, opening up some 2 lengths. Noble Sovereign on the rail. Girlie the Butcher attached to the outside. A gap of some 6 or more lengths to Bossy Girl, and Sweet Burn continues to run last of the 5. They leave the 3. The tempo now should increase, and Bobby Too Bad continues to hold the lead by just over 2 lengths. Noble Sovereign in pursuit and being asked to close. Girlie the Butcher is traveling in third. A break back to Bossy Girl, and Sweet Burn making some late progress, but it's all Bobby Too Bad thus far. Attempting to go gate to wire, this Bobby Too Bad. A couple of cracks of the left-hand stick by the apprentice Richie Shakes as they thunder up now toward the final furlong, and here now is Noble Sovereign kicking in on the outside, and Noble Sovereign points. Bobby Too Bad, can he fight back? It is Noble Sovereign and Robert Halladine. They leave the 16th pole and beginning to open up over Bobby Too Bad. It is Noble Sovereign. This is the third. It's the victory sprint. Noble Sovereign wins by 2.5. Bobby Too Bad is second. Sweet Burn running on from behind is third. Could be Bossy Girl just over Girlie the Butcher.
As you can see right there, they zoomed it in. Bobby Too Bad bled when he turned for home. The next horse we're going to look at is Easy Peasy. This horse was a winner, but he was hindered twice in his race and still managed to come with a devastating late run to pull it off. Now let's have a look at it.
They're off and racing in the Emancipation Day Trophy. Conundrum misses it and is left at the back of the field as Generational leads them past the 6. It's Generational in front of Alexa's Lord. Right on the inside, that's Easy Peasy. In between horses, Rusty rushing down in to it. That's the slow starter Conundrum creeping up. Also on the outside, that is Rusty. And right at the back of the field, that's Nakamura. They head toward the 4, and it is Generational and Conundrum. They're sharing the lead about two lengths in front of Alexa's Lot. Generational kicks once again from Conundrum. Alexa's Lot back there in the 3rd. Right there in 4th, that's Wayne's Princess. Backing out of it, that's Rusty. Then comes Easy Peasy and Nakamura. They're coming at the top. Top of the lane, Generational still in front, harassed all the while by Conundrum. Generational getting away from Conundrum. Also coming on the inside, that's Wayne's Princess. It's Generational trying to fend off Wayne's Princess, coming forward nicely, but it's Generational. Looks to be finding a lot. Coming to the furlong pole, and Generational is still traveling well. Wayne's Princess is still laboring into second. Generational keeping on and keeping on nicely. Easy Peasy begins to find late footing. Generational in front. Easy Peasy is flying on the rail, and Easy Peasy has got to Generational. Easy Peasy beats Generational. Then comes Wayne's Princess. Nakamura runs on to be 4th.
Next is Princess Talisi. She also won her race, but came out of the gates badly and still managed to run on and win. So definitely a horse to watch next time at the races again.
And they're off. Man is slammed. Princess Talisi. They step off slow with Sweet Victory. They run at the back early as they charge down the far side. So Wang Dong took off jet-like, grabs a narrow lead, Veliki Vicky rushing up to challenge on the outside. Papa Grey is racing in close proximity as they race away now toward the final 5 furlongs. So Wang Dong out in front, Papa Grey in between horses, Veliki Vicky racing out wide. Manny Slam has made some good progress. He's in a very tight grouping as they charge away toward the final half of a mile in the event. There goes Papa Grey now grabbing that lead. Chased on the outside by Princess Rhea, who moves quickly to take second. Veliki Vicky is right there in third, Manny Slam in fourth. So Wang Don racing back in fifth, 5 off that lead. Kismet now asked to make some ground. A money box hidden from view races down on the outside of runners as they charge now past the 5/16th. Princess Talisi has made some ground, so Wang Don has faded, and Sweet Victory at the back of the field has spread it across the top of the lane as they're into it now. Papa Grey in between horses. Manny Slam is the one down against the rail. Princess Rhea racing out 3 wide, 4 wide. That's money box. The stick comes out in the left hand, but they charge up inside the final furlong. This is a terrific finish. Manny Slam over on the far side. Princess Talisi looking for room against the rail. Money box asked to come with a kick on the outside. These three abreast, and now Princess Talisi moves through to grab it. Inside the final yardage, no stopping Princess Talisi and Shane Richardson. They win it close. Could be Manny Slam over Money.
Next also looking at is Cher du Jour. I don't think she could have won this race, but she could have run a lot closer. Was hindered in this event, and watch out for this Cher du Jour next time at the races.
They're off and racing. That's not a bad line. King Air wants that lead. Victoria's Medallion has speed also. So it's King Air leading them past the 6, just on the outside of, that's Victoria's Medallion. Rushing up on the inside, that's JJ Warrior. Tigra Express had every move covered, and now going down into third as they go past the 5. Just behind them, that's Wilson. Then comes a Cher du Jour. Victoria's Medallion backing out, overtaken by Sensational Gold. They go past the 4 and head towards the 3, and it is Tigra Express assuming that lead. Goes on by more than a length, maybe 2 lengths in front of King Air, chasing in second. Another 4 before we come to JJ Warrior out wide. That's Wilson making progress as they make their way coming to the 2.5, and it is Tigra Express. And now coasting on that lead, and it could be all over, but there's still 2 furlongs to go. Tigra Express in front, Wilson coming out wide, also coming on. That is Sensational Gold. Cher du Jour is left back against the rail, but this Tigra Express is traveling nicely, coming to the furlong 4. Wilson, though, cutting into that lead. Tigra Express still has a nice cushion, coming to the half a furlong pole. Wilson driven out and coming forward. Tigra Express, and Tigra Express is going on, and Tigra Express going on to win this easily. It's the Sneaky Fox Radish Roman and Tigra Express winning by about 5. Wilson is second, then comes Cher du Jour back in fourth. Sensational Gold.
Next, we're going to look at Oil Machine. Was hindered badly in the stretch, but still managed to pull off the win. So definitely want to watch again at the races. Didn't have the best of starts. Also, Unruly Done had a horrible start. Almost lost the rider, almost went down. Finished last, but also have a look at him next time at the races.
They're off and racing. Happy Force blows the start. And worse for Unruly Dawn racing at the back of the field as a hit and run. Mixing it up with Wicked Cassie just between horses. That's a Solace. Buttercup comes next. Happy Force right against the rail. Oil Machine sandwiched in between horses, and just out wide of Oil Machine, that's Crown Chaser racing at the trailing pair as they go past the 5, King Pie and Unruly Dawn. They head towards the 4, and it is the Speedster. Hit and run on that lead, more than a length in front of Buttercup chasing in second. Wicked Cassie watches them from third. Solace hidden from Dew. Just on the inside, that is Oil Machine making progress. That's Crown Chaser. Then be fading a bit. That is Solace coming on to. That's Happy Force, and out wide King Pie left out of it. The slow starting Unruly Down there at the top of the lane, and it is now Wicked Cassie that hits the front, still fighting on against the rail. That's hit and run right in between horses and coming on against the rail. That's Oil Machine, but it's Wicked Cassie in front of Oil Machine. A switch for space. It's Wicked Cassie in front, Oil Machine trying to get to Wicked Cassie still in front, Oil Machine beginning to fly on the outside. Wicked Cassie hanging on from Oil Machine. Wicked Cassie, Oil Machine ahead, Bubba in the Emma very close. Finishing third, that's King Pie back in fourth, Buttercup.
Now let's have a look at Prince Aman, who stumbled badly at the start and almost went down and was at near the back of the field for most of the race and still stayed on to run a pretty good race. Watch Prince Aman next time at the races.
Furlongs round a quick dash. Denzel Miller will do the honours thereof. A gift from Ben took off quickly. Prince Aman misses it along with Provident, as a gift from Ben shows on that lead. They arrive at the half mile and go sprinting into the turn. A gift from Ben leads up. Florindia moving down into second. Just in big time is there. Sensational move. Asked to make some ground. Supernatural Power on the outside. She's a God Gift races next. 6 lengths separates that group. Fly Blue Jet and Commander Z run as a team. Main Mistress in behind them. Then Prince Aman and Provident trails the field. They're dashing into the top of the lane. A quarter of a mile to run. Just in big time near the rail. A gift from Ben now beginning to tire. Here is Supernatural Power now kicking in widest of them all and over against the fence. Sensational Move now begins a run, but they arrive at the furlong pole. It is Supernatural Power with the lead. Florindia trying to close along with Sensational Move down against the rail, but Supernatural Power holds a 2-length lead. They drive toward the line. Supernatural Power will take it by maybe 3.5 lengths. Florindia is second. Sensational Move is third. It's very tight for the minor.
Next up, Pretty Brown Ting. Had a poor start, still managed to run on strong to win very easily. So definitely watch out for Pretty Brown Ting next time at the races.
They're off. Pretty Brown Ting. Misses it along with Chief in Command as they dash away toward the 6 on the backstretch. Joyful Surprise takes charge up front and opens up more than a length. African Beauty chases as they leave the 6. Papi Uso settle back and are joined on the outside by He's Sensational now going a hunting. Miracle Selection races next 5 off that lead. A break opens up to Pretty Brown Ting asked to recover and Chief in Command at the back of the field. They've left the 5 behind them. They make their way toward the final half of a mile. Joyful Surprise right there on the rail. He's Sensational now making eye contact. And these two drive together as they make their way toward the 7/16. The rider lets out a notch and Joyful Surprise now goes on once again. He's Sensational moving alongside. These two alternating as they charge past the 3. A gap to African Beauty. Pretty Brown Ting now recovering and making ground on the outside. Miracle Selection is next and Chief in Command Best Forgotten as the field come thundering into the top of the lane. They leave the quarter pole behind them and out in front it is a Joyful Surprise down against the rail. Asked to kick in now on the outside. He's Sensational as they drive toward the furlong pole and watch now Pretty Brown Ting beginning to sprout wings on the outside and Pretty Brown Ting now takes charge and begins to open up the lead over Joyful Surprise. It is Pretty Brown Ting coming away from them in the end. Pretty Brown Ting and Wesley Callaloo Henry will ramp the 7th event after a slow start. They win by maybe 7 or more. Joyful Surprise is second. He's Sensational is third.
Going to look on 2 horses here. Easy Money, who was hindered badly at the start when Global Pursuit came over, hindered Sashan, pushing Sashan into Easy Money, hindering him. And Easy Money angled course mid-race and still ran on to only be beaten half a length. Surprising there was no stewards inquiry, because I'm pretty sure if there was an inquiry, Global Pursuit number would come down, but that's part of the game. And also Sashit, who always stands up in the gates, broke very slow, but managed to run on to run a good 5th. So interesting to see how these horses run next time they're at the track.
They're off for the 9th and final. Global Pursuit gets a great start, rushes toward the center already. Legal Fight and Sachet race nearest to us, but Global Pursuit is traveling powerfully. Altogether, also showing some speed on the far side. That's a Family Feud. Hamilata nearer the far rail. Almastilist in behind them, but it is Global Pursuit, the one with that lead, continuing to tack toward the stand fence. Altogether in hot pursuit. Family Feud over on the far side. These are the three main contenders as they run inside the final quarter. Global Pursuit and Robert Halladine adjust the leader from Altogether. Family Feud on the far side. Over on the far side, too, in the orange silks, that's Almastilist. Easy Money trying to make ground, but Global Pursuit is running fast. Leaves the furlong pole with that lead in the hands of Robert Halladine. They approach the final 16. It is Global Pursuit. Easy Money now trying to close up on the far side, but Global Pursuit continues to hang tough. Global Pursuit will win it over Easy Money. Then Altogether tight between a Legal Fight, Sachet,